Well, as the coronavirus continues to halt economies around the world, President Trump has brought the World Health Organization under tougher scrutiny. One America's Jack Posobiec spoke with the CEO of Open the Books to discuss the future of the organization.
We are very excited to welcome back here to One America News. Unfortunately, he can't be in studio with us for obvious reasons. He's joining us via Skype. It is Adam Andrzejewski, the CEO and co-founder of OpenTheBooks.com, an independent government auditing watchdog group. Adam, thank you so much for coming on and share with us your new report about WHO funding.
Our auditors at OpenTheBooks.com, we found $3.5 billion funded the World Health Organization since 2010. And the Trump administration was very generous with the WHO. We compared the Trump administration funding in the last 3 years versus the Obama administration in a similar time frame, and $1.4 billion from the Trump administration funded the WHO versus $1.1 billion in a similar period underneath Barack Obama. About $600 million of that funding was the required dues payments to be a member of the WHO, and about $2.9 billion was voluntary contributions. The American taxpayer has been very generous with the World Health Organization.
Yeah, and I actually don't think that before I saw your headline that it came as quite a stunning moment, because I don't think most Americans realize that we've been funding them to the tune of $3.5 billion over the last 10 years.
Well, and Jack, let's put that in a little context.
Sure.
On an annual basis, each year, 14 state governments are funded under $3.5 billion by the federal government. So this is a major amount of money.
You know, we're sending more money to the WHO than we're sending to certain states. This is incredible. And now let's move forward that a little bit, because we now know that the president has called for an investigation into potentially stopping that funding. Tell me, are you in communication with the administration, and where do you see this going?
Well, we are. I reached out to the administration for request for comment. They've been very good about it, providing background information. So there's two paths to eliminate funding at the World Health Organization, if that's going to be the course. The first one is to take a rescissions package to Congress. And Jack, we know how that would turn out. Congress has shown an abject lack of interest in reining in waste, fraud, corruption, and taxpayer abuse. The second path is very gainful. And based on an investigation over the next 60 days, we expect the president, while Congress is in recess, to notify Congress that they are going to reprogram the dollars that currently fund the WHO and reprogram and repurpose those dollars into other agencies and entities to carry out the same mission.
And from your investigation, and obviously you guys have been looking at the WHO's handling of coronavirus, do you think the president is making the right move here?
Well, there are three agencies that have primarily funded the WHO out of our federal government. It's been the Agency for International Development at $1.5 billion over the course of the last 10 years. Our own Centers for Disease Control under Health and Human Services has put $1 billion into the WHO over the last 10 years. And the State Department has put nearly $1 billion, about $820 million into the World Health Organization.
And so how has the WHO's handling of coronavirus been here?
So I think the president has every right to launch this investigation. On the record, there are three major missteps by the WHO. First off, they deceived the world, and they were slow to alert the world to human transmission of COVID-19. This January 2nd, it took them from January 2nd to January 28th to alert the world. On January 31st, the president moved very quickly. He slapped the travel restrictions on China, and the WHO criticized the president for that. It took, incredibly, until March 11th for the WHO to declare coronavirus a pandemic. My daughter's schools had already been canceled in the Chicago suburbs because of the pandemic.
My goodness. And so I think that that's really the reason why the president has called for this investigation and potentially a halt of this money. And I really don't think that many Americans realized the size of it. And so I thank you for your report. I'm glad that openthebooks.com is taking a look at this thing and really cracking open where our money is going, our taxpayer money is going in a time of national crisis. Adam Andrzejewski, thank you for your hard work and your patriotism.
Thank you, Jack.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.